Hello and welcome to my vlog. Today I want to talk about when you have an instant connection with someone. Doesn't that happen that you just see someone and oh, I like them, even though they haven't really demonstrated any likable characteristics or they haven't said they like you first or anything. It's just like you just feel this connection. What does that mean? Well, there are many reasons for that, but let's go to the most basic reason. One is that you probably have knowledge of them. You've been friends before in the spirit world or in other physical lives. The spirit world, through the law of affinity, when we are in parts of heaven, we tend to be gathered with like-minded people, and we also tend to be reincarnated with friends and family and life after life. Now, not all of these people are family per se, as far as our brothers and sisters or aunts and uncles at the time, but they could be friends that we know, and they could then come into our lives and help us into our lives, be school friends, college friends, work friends, how so many different ways. But we would just have that instant connection with them. We would say, "Oh, I like this person," and we would just gel, and that's because we came from the same area within heaven or some other place in different levels of heaven, and we are here actually to interact and support each other in our daily tribulations of life, and that's how it works. Now, there's also another reason. I read this passage in one of the books by Reverend G. One, and this was in the spirit world, and this high spirit was in a meeting, and this one spirit came and started talking to this other person who he had not seen or known before. And the spirit says, I could tell there was an instant connection between these two people. There was this aura of wanting to know each other more and knowing that in the future they will be working together. And then he thought about this. He goes, I kind of analyzed the situation, and I knew they had never known each other before, either in the spirit world or in previous incarnations. So why would they have that connection? And the high spirit said, I'm not sure. But now this could be presumptuous of me, but me thinking about that is what I believe is if you look at the spirit world and the much higher spirits, they know, right? They see the future. They know the future is planned out. They see the logical progressions of what our lives are, right? Because, the regular high spirits in heaven here can see our future easier, but they see the whole trajectory of our lives. We live in each moment as we go, but they know what's going to happen with near certainty. But when they get even very high spirits, they look at these spirits on the lower planes, right? And I don't mean lower planes like the lower zone. I just mean the areas around heaven, around the earth, per se, because there's different areas of heaven around different planets. But there's also great heavens, circles of heavens around solar systems and galaxies, who knows what. My belief is that those people have this connection because extremely high lords, like in the Jesus Christ level, perfect spirits, have planned for them to somehow in the future work together. And if you look at the whole way the spirit realm works, it's all about connections and data. Everything is out there, and so somehow subconsciously there's these connections that even they don't realize that push them towards each other, and that something is planned for them, not that they had planned for it, but something very high up is planned for them to do in the future. All these things, we feel so many things. Our intuition are affected by spirits. On earth, good and bad spirits can give us inspiration. That's why we have to use our conscience, right, to filter out the bad inspirations versus the good and the divine inspirations that we can have. But I believe that there's so much going on, that we live in this universe of connections and interconnectivity, and there's a future awaiting us that we have no idea. And this is one of the most important things. Our future is planned always for our own edification. Our future is planned to make us better people. The spirit world doesn't plan our future to punish us. It plans our future. It sets the blueprint, the project level of our life to make us better people. And when we see these connections with other ones and we feel that connection, be it a friend, right? It's usually for a positive occurrence in our life. Or also, when you're attracted to the opposite sex, if you can think yourself and think that you're attracted because of something more than just that basic passion, which all of us, have seen. But if you can see something more than it, something that you're interested in that person, right? That is also a probable connection from the spirit world or a previous life. Anyway, if you want to understand more about the spirit world and how it works, I recommend my series of 3 books, Heaven and Below, Spirits in the Spirit Universe, and How We Are Guided by Spirits. You can see these on the links below on my YouTube channel or my BitChute channel. Please subscribe. Please share this video. Please tell your friends about it. If you want to learn about Spiritism, I recommend you start with these books. This, I think, will help you. The more you understand why you're on Earth, why you need to start listening to your conscience, why things happen to you for a good reason, not just a chaotic, terrible reason, but happen for a reason that's for your benefit. I think the happier and less stress and more calm you shall be. God bless.